Now to a case involving hundreds of gold bars, dozens of luxury watches allegedly stashed in the home of a former CIA officer. Now, according to an affidavit, David Rush was arrested last week after the FBI agents raided his Virginia home and found over 300 gold bars worth $40 million. They also found $2 million in U.S. currency and 35 luxury watches.
He had to carry it in piece by piece because there's no way you just had a whole trunk full of just gold bars and you just brought it in at one time, looked around back and forth. Come on now. That took time. You was coming back to this place, wherever you got it from, back to back, front, back, side to side, to get those bars into the house and then stash them. Come on.
The raid happened as the government was investigating whether Rush lied about his educational and military background. The criminal complaint says that between November of 2025 and March of this year, Rush made several requests to the government to obtain large amounts of foreign currency and tens of millions of dollars in gold bars for work-related expenses.
Where he was going to turn that in at is the question. Where on the black market, it's no curses change you was go turn that in. Like, do you take one bar at a time, 300 bars in and just go melt it down into some type of, like, where do you go to turn that money in? I never did the research on if you found gold bars, XYZ, diamonds, all types of stuff. Where do you go to turn that in? And what did he plan on doing later on down the line when he was just all in the clear?
Rush's employer at the time, which was the CIA, was later unable to find the bars or determine what they were being used for. I want to bring in CBS News legal contributor Jessica Levinson joining us now. Jessica, it's such a bizarre case.
He was ready for a retirement.
The charges that Rush is facing.
So at this point, the charges are based on one federal criminal code, and it's based on stealing public funds. And as you laid out there, I mean, this is a fascinating story. There are a number of parts of the affidavit in the support of the complaint that I think are worth highlighting here. One is that the case is actually centering on the idea that Rush submitted fake time cards, that he was seeking compensation for time that he really was not working. And I think that even came after he was honorably discharged. There were also portions of the affidavit that talk about his alleged lying about his background, and specifically lying on forms to get employment and then lying on forms to get different levels of, I believe it was, clearance.
Look, man, can you get to the part where you found out where he was getting where did he get the bars from, first of all? He said it was from they said it was some type of public place or public funds. Where did he go to, like a reserve bank or something like that and just picked the lock or just walked out with it? How did it get that far into his car? Did he get it delivered by somebody? Did he get it a Brinks truck or something? How did it happen?
And then, of course, there's the fact that, as we talked about, there's about $40 million in gold bars and then luxury watches and money that was found in his home. And at this point, again, we're looking at that one federal criminal charge, but I think that we could see more as this case continues. Obviously, the case brings up a lot of questions about how somebody who apparently lied about their background was able to obtain this position and then able to, as a workplace expense, receive this much money in workplace expenses.
Bruh. Where was this? Where was this? What happened? Where was this?
Now to a case involving hundreds of gold.
No, go back.
As we talked about, there's about $40 million in gold bars and then luxury watches and money that was found in his home. And at this point, again, we're looking at that one federal criminal charge, but I think that we could see more as this case continues. Obviously, the case brings up a lot of questions about how somebody who apparently lied about their background was able to obtain this position and then able to, as a workplace expense, receive this much money in workplace expenses. Again, $40 million in gold bars.
Yeah, this is wild, Jessica. And I'm curious, what kind of charges could Rush face after the discovery of the gold bars inside his home? I mean, it feels a little bit like Jimmy Hoffa and tax evasion, but there's a whole host of other things that he could be charged with.
Yes, this may not be the end of the story. I mean, I'm thinking about all the people who fill out time cards and workplace expenses, and they're worried about, oh my gosh, do I have the receipt for this lunch? I think it might have gone over the per diem. Obviously, we're talking about a different situation.
Now, I got to find
So
out.
we could see, in answer to your question, additional charges related to the theft of public funds. And frankly, I think we should be careful in the sense of we don't actually know. I think there are so many lines that need to be connected that would lead us to what additional charges specifically could be brought in this case. Also fascinating that he didn't move the bars, of course, overseas. That might indicate that there was some fear of scrutiny moving the bars from the house overseas. But again, I mean, fascinating tale. I wish I could give specifics of here's exactly what we're going to see next, but I don't think we have those answers.
Also wild, Jessica, that he allegedly lied on a resume and he's working for the CIA and they didn't catch it?
Yes, I will say that certainly caught my attention. And of course, I think the attention of anybody who is listening to and following this particular case. Obviously, I think there are going to be significant questions about what level of scrutiny CIA employees, and this was apparently a high-level executive, what level of scrutiny they have, both in terms of just that basic of job references. I mean, this case, while wild,
Now, all of a sudden, y'all care about people's
to a lot of
job
people who have applied for
resume.
jobs, have to list references, have to prove they really did graduate from where they graduated from, they really have the right level of experience. I think for a lot of people, it feels shocking that the CIA wasn't going through the same dotting of I's and crossing of T's that other employers for apparently much lower level positions would. Having said that, of course, we have to reserve judgment. I mean, we really don't know exactly what happened in this case that allowed him to apparently lie in these employment forms and have that go undetected for, I think, more than
Bro,
a decade.
Yeah, there's likely more to this story. We'll
why y'all acting like y'all don't know?
look forward to.
When you got a good old boys network, friends know friends, your family know this, you see the color of your skin most likely. Come on now. We know. Y'all let him in. He said, oh, really? Oh, yeah, I could get in here. I went to Yale. You went to Yale. Psh, I don't have to verify that. Nobody in their right mind will lie about Yale. Plus military, come on in. Here's the self-destruct button right here. Don't touch it, though. Fuck out of here. We know why he got in there, how he got in there to get what he got. Fuck out of here.